Get ready, strap your seatbelts on, buds. We got another RDA to show you today. We're going to be taking a look at this Vaporous by Wotofo. Whoop! It's basically if the GOON RDA came together with a Rashomon. They came together, they had a boinking section. Up, and they popped out this puppy chucker. Like I said, the Vaporous by Wotofo. She's cheap, accessible, and vapes just as good as those other RDAs I just mentioned. $24.99 for this. Holy freaking cannoli, that's less than half the price of the GOON. Now, is the build quality off this as good as the GOON? No, not quite. To be honest with you, it's not even close. But for $24.99, it's damn good. Damn skipping good. And for what you get, all the stuff you get in the kit, I'm going to go ahead and show you now. Here she is, ladies and gentlemen, the box the Vaporous RDA comes in. And inside that packaging, you're going to receive a Wotofo giveaway card. Comes with this Vaporous RDA user manual. And of course, you get your Vaporous RDA. Included is an Ultim 810 drip tip adapter. You get 3 pre-built Clapton style coils, some organic Japanese cotton, 4 extra really long Phillips head screws, a Phillips head screwdriver, extra O-rings for that Vaporous RDA, and last but not least, a gold-plated squonk pin for all you bottom feeders out there. And here's the star of the show, boys and girls, the Vaporous RDA. She's primarily made of stainless steel. She comes in black and stainless steel. Those are the color options that I've received. She's 24mm in width and she's about 32.5mm in length. At the base of this device, she's got a protruding gold-plated 510 pin, which means you can use it on all your hybrid top cap devices. 510 threads are nice and smooth. It says the Vaporous, and you got the Wotofo logo, and you got a Phillips head screw to keep the negative connection intact. At the top of this device, she's got a really wide bore Ultim drip tip. This is not an 810 drip tip. This dwarfs the 810 drip tip, but here she is, and it is a big old monster. Check it out. And here she is inside the top cap. You got 2 beefy O-rings that are embedded. So here's the size comparison. On my left, you got an Ultim 810 drip tip, which does not come with this kit, and then you got the drip tip that comes with this kit. Look at it. Look at the size difference. I mean, it is a massive difference. And like I said before, this puppy chucker comes with an Ultim 810 drip tip adapter, so you can just pop it in like so. And then you can use your 810 drip tips. And here is that Ultim 810 drip tip that does not come with this kit. Fits snug as a bug. And looks the tits. Again, here's the big old wide Ultim drip tip that comes with this kit, and she also fits snug as a bug. 12.5mm bore, guys. Go ahead and screw the Vaporous RDA onto this Smoant raw box. Got a full review on this puppy chucker, man. She's a good looking toy. That's right, I'll post a link down in the description if you want to check it out. But I'm going to go ahead and pop the barrel off so you can see what it looks like inside. Everything is machined nice, especially for the price point, which we will get into, but you got 4 airflow slots, 2 big old slots on each side, and then 2 smaller, more narrow slots on each side. So if you look on the outside, you got 2 big old slots like I showed you on the inside. Those are the big slots, the biggest slots you can choose, and you can adjust it by grabbing hold of the top cap and just twisting it, and it does adjust it. Whatever you adjust on this side, it's going to be the same on the other side. You can close it off, close it off, close it off. Perfect amount of restrictiveness. Actually, it's a little bit tight before you juice it up, but once you juice it up, it's perfect. Open her up. Wide open. Oh yeah, but I'm going to take this sucker off so you can see the inside of the inner barrel. You got 2 O-rings. There's your narrow slots. So you got the big slots, okay, on each side, and then your narrow slots on each side. And this is not meant for your single coils at all. This is a dual coil RDA. But here are the narrow slots. I'm going to go ahead and line them up. So see how it's cut off, and you can adjust it the same way as when you're using the big slots. And with these more narrow slots, you're going to get more of a restrictive hit. To be honest with you, I don't know why they included this. I mean, you can close off the other ones and pretty much get a similar hit. They should have just used one of these slots to make it a single coil RDA as well. And here's the stainless steel deck section for the Vaporous RDA. It's got a nice deep juice well, not the deepest that I've seen, but you have these cutouts, right, on each side for your cotton, and they mark it's a 6mm deep juice well. But you got 2 blocks, right? Clamps, the clamp style thing going on, and you got these offset post holes, which are 2mm in diameter. This is a cross between a Rashomon RDA and a GOON RDA, and it is flipping cool because you got these clamps. Look at that. They're not spring loaded, but they're still big old clamps like the GOON. Easy to build on. You just pop those clamps open, stick your leads in there, and the beauty of this is, the reason why I think a newbie can use this is because you can utilize the post holes and the clamps at the same time. But yeah, if you look down there, you get your positive connection here, hence your peak insulator, and then you got your negative connection here, which with the negative connection, you have the Phillips head screw from the base screwing into that connection. Now, when you first get this, you want to make sure these connections are tightened down. One of the RDAs that I received, the connections were a little bit loose, so you want to tighten them down. Not a big deal, but just something to point out. You got 2 O-rings on the deck lip, and all the tolerances are perfect for this device. The barrel, the adjustable airflow section, oh yes. So here's one of the builds that I'm rocking in the Vaporous RDA dual interlock alien build. These are big old coils, guys. 4mm coils, and check it out. I'm utilizing both the post holes and the clamps on each side. The leads going under through the post hole on one side, over through the clamp on one side, and the same on the other side. Anybody can build on this thing, I'm telling you. It's that easy. And what I do, any build that I pop in here is I position each coil just about right there, and I line it up with the slots. Oh yeah, another thing about this deck section, it's got a split post deck section, so you can just blat your juice on there. Big pro. Now on the other Vaporous RDA, I'm rocking a dual mirrored 22 gauge build. Absolutely beautiful build. Got her wicked up, as you guys can see. And in this build, these are medium sized builds, so I'm just utilizing the clamps just to show you. Definitely harder just utilizing the clamps versus the clamps in the post holes. But you can do it, and I find it pretty easy. But again, I'm a seasoned builder. Like I said, you could utilize those post holes and the clamps, or just the post holes or the clamps. I mean, the sky's the limit for this RDA the way you want to insert your builds. And the juice that I'm rocking today is Transmission from the Merge line. This is one of the most popular juices out there, in my opinion. Fruity juice is probably the best fruity juice that I have ever vaped on, period. If you are in search for a strawberry lemonade with a touch of watermelon, you are going to eat this stuff up. I'm telling you, I can't keep it in stock. I'll post links down in the description to the sites that are carrying this. I know the Vape Trick, we may be out of stock. It seems like we run out every other day. But right now, vapetrick.com is giving 25% off everything. Use code THANKS25. Again, I'll post links down in the description if you can't get on vapetrick.com to other sites that are carrying Transmission by the Merge. So I'm going to go ahead and just blap my juice, because you can do that with this RDA. Again, you want to line up those airflow slots with the coils. And boom, we are ready to go, ready to rock, ready to vapor. But today I'm going to be using this Vaporous RDA on the Karen TC218. This has probably become my favorite mod out there. If you don't own one and you're looking for a high wattage regulated device, this is She hits like a freaking truck full of dildos. Definitely my favorite mod right now. So yeah, I got her sitting on this mod. The build, you guys saw it, it's reading at 0.13, vapor at 75 watts, and I've got the closed off airflow wide open. The more closed off airflow wide open, that's what I mean. You guys know the drill. Flavor, top notch, just like with any other top notch RDA out there. Just as good as the GOON, in my opinion, just as good as the Rashomon, just as good as the Icon, just as good as the Peerless. Any other RDA that I've reviewed up until this point, this is right there with them all. But like I showed you guys in the close-ups, what I love about this RDA is you can just blot your juice in there, man, because the split post system, you're good to go. You vape. You don't have to worry about it leaking. I mean, with any RDA, you can over drip and it can leak out of their slots, but this RDA holds a good amount of juice. 6mm deep juice well, and you can pop a lot of cotton in there, just like most of these RDAs nowadays. But what makes this what it is it's got those clamp things going on just like the GOON, and it's got those staggered post holes, so you can utilize both at the same time, or you can utilize just the clamps, or you can utilize just the post holes. So many different ways to build on this thing. You can pop any size builds in here, medium, small, big old Staggerton fused Claptons, I mean anything. Airflow smooth as a baby's bottom, smooth as a porn star's ass. I'm gonna close her off just a little bit so you can hear it, and this is, like I said, with the small slots open. And you think, excuse me, and you think because that big old Ultim drip tip, you get massive airflow. You really don't get as much airflow as what it looks like. I'm gonna go ahead and go wide open so you guys can hear the airflow. There she is, wide open. Here we go. I mean, you got a ton of airflow here. I'll take a hit. Too much airflow for me, so I'll just go ahead and close it off. I like it with the other ones, but here's halfway closed off with the massive slots. I mean, it's a restrictive lung head, guys. To be honest with you, I don't know why they put the other slots on the other side. They should have made this thing a single coil, maybe put one slot perpendicular. That would have been cool, but it is what it is. So yeah, the airflow smooth as a baby's bottom. Also, you get that big old Ultim drip tip. Some of you guys may not like it. I like it because they also include an 810 drip tip adapter. So you can use your GOON style, Kennedy style drip tips if you want. Like I mentioned with the build deck, those clamps and then the stagger post slots. I mean, this thing is a freaking cinch to build on, and you can pop any build in here you want. The O-ring tolerances all across the board support for this device, perfect. Build quality for the price point, it's phenomenal. Oh yeah, and the price point, $24.99 for this RDA, and that's just not for the RDA, but you get all that other goodie, those goodies that I showed you in the close-ups. You get the cotton, you get the 3 pre-built staple Clapton coils. Most devices you get stuff like that. Actually, most devices you don't get pre-built coils nowadays. I mean, but with these, you do. Back to the build deck. Love the Phillips head screws. Those big old long Phillips head screws have not had any issues. They haven't stripped on me once. Oh yeah, and the fact that this puppy chucker is a 24mm RDA. Love my 24, 25mm devices. You know how I am. I can't get enough of them. Subjective con number 1, you cannot use your preferred standard 510 drip tip because it does not come with a standard 510 drip tip adapter. Second one, this is not meant for the single coilers. And then the third, I've only seen 2 color options for this. I wish it came in more color options. Don't worry, I didn't forget about you. I know I'm wearing different attire, but yes, I would buy it. I would buy this device. The freaking Vaporous RDA by Wotofo. Win, win, win. If you're looking for something like the GOON, but you don't have the funds for it, okay, or you can't find it, hell yeah, half the price. Half the freaking price. If you're looking for something like the Rashomon, but you want a little bit more, actually, you have more options than the GOON. You have more options than the Rashomon. You got both combined into one. Now, the airflow and the vape's a little bit different than something like the GOON, a little bit different than something like the Rashomon. It's just as good in my opinion. All this is going to be subjective, but $24.99 for this? Steal, steal, steal. Especially if you are a hardcore builder 1, a newbie builder 2, or you're just looking for a good RDA. Again, I'll post links down in the description that's carrying this bad boy. Go get you one. Highly recommend it. Yes, yes, yes. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, liked it, found it entertaining and helpful. If you did like it, well then like the video down below. And if you want to see more of me, subscribe for more. This is Rip Trippers, and remember, smoking is dead, vaping is the future, and the future is now.